services sectors? Do you need grant funding for your organization? Or do you need help developing programs to help you raise money for your nonprofit organization? At Vibrant Funding, our mission is to connect our nonprofit partners in the education, health, and human services sectors to the financial resources required to achieve their mission. We support nonprofit organizations based in and operating in the United States and Africa. We offer the following services to new and established organizations: program development, donor engagement and retention, grants research and writing. Contact us at www.vibrant-funding.com or email us at info@vibrant-funding.com. Call us at 404-751-6802 to learn more about our services and how we can help you to have an impact on the world. Vibrant Funding, connecting donors and nonprofits.
Şey diyeceğim Zambian.
Tell me.
Essa música está a sair bem.
Zambian. The big boss. Tawela. Let's go.
My baby, baby. Nifuna uzibe. No one can take your place. My heart is where you stay. Nifuna uzibe. Oh. Mutima wanga baby. Ni wanga chabe baby. My baby, baby. You when you conda. You, my baby, baby. You when you conda. You, my baby, baby. You when you conda. You, my baby, baby. You when you conda. You.
There's a beautiful garden, mumutima mwako baby. Ndiwe wanga so changa ni chako baby. Drunk in this love, ani mwako baby. Pari iwe ni nafapo baby. Ishi with your baby, abange chishima muchiswe baby. Uwate kanya baby, tawabe chive baby. Sheba no kota vade fwaya koba sevele. Tinkale banja tikankale mumutendele. Ooh, damn loving is nice. Waking up to you like glad I found a wife. Your lashes are like bristles on a paintbrush. With every blink you add color to life. I thank Jehovah God for Mrs. Right. Thank God for the day that made this ignite. And with this ring I will promise you this, alright. You get a partner forever and a kiss goodnight, my baby.
Nifuna uzibe. No one can take your place. My heart is where you stay.
My baby.
Nifuna uzibe. Oh. Mutima wanga baby. Ni wanga chabe baby. My baby, baby. You when you conda. You, my baby, baby. You when you conda. You, my baby, baby. You when you conda. You, my baby, baby. You when you conda. You.
You give me the same joy as when babies smile in their sleep. Carefully, perfectly crafted from your head and down to your feet. Made from the finest clay, the tint is brown. You're like a fresh breeze of a wind coming in, blowing like a moving car with the windows down. Life, you help make this whole thing go round like Uncle Tortoshe. Tapaka vepo churu nangulo mulundu pano pake chivi chako mulunka kongonje. Waba nechitararira chankunda, wavo wafuka umfwa, wela ticheze. Ninapita mopaku ticheni kopeze. Ninalira na wako tiniri bebebe. Mulungo wanga na kunipatira wewe, nipempera eve.
Nifuna uzibe. No one can take your place. My heart is where you stay. Nifuna uzibe. Oh. Mutima wanga baby. Ni wanga chabe baby. My baby, baby. You when you conda. You, my baby, baby. You when you conda. You, my baby, baby. You when you conda. You, my baby, baby. You when you conda. You.
And Beats Generation Music.
Chronic.
Hi, my name is Irene, and I am coming live from Las Vegas from the Venetian Hotel. I'm here with my co-hosts, Miss Nellie, Miss Priska, and Miss Winnie.
Hey.
We are about to talk about juicy stuff, but I will let my co-host, friend, and sister, Miss Winnie, tell you what it's all about.
All right.
Hi and welcome to INSAKA. So today's topic is about what's your ideal man. You guys, you gotta tell us, because the viewers would like to know what's your ideal man. How do you view? Okay, some of people are married. I'm not saying, and some of people are single. I'm not saying. But who's your ideal man? I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna close my eyes. I think Priska.
Thanks for that.
Yes, I choose. I skip. Priska.
Hello, welcome to INSAKA Talk Show. As you can see with the lovely ladies here, and she just had to pick me. My ideal man is my husband because he's a provider, he's a friend, and he's hardworking. He smells good. I love that about him.
Ooh. Jesus, Chineke. Irene.
You see? Smelling good, actually, if I can concur with her, is it's the most attractive thing about a man. Smelling good.
And no bad breath.
Yes. Smelling good leads to good sex. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Smelling good leads to good sex, because when a man is smelling good and you're just having a casual talk or maybe dinner, and that leads you to wanting more of where it's coming from. So men out there, make sure that you smell good, not musty, not funky. Make sure you ask your woman, what ideal perfume should I wear that captures your heart?
Speaking of funky wear, funky can be different places. Armpits, funky down there, funky mouth. What kind of funky are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about men. You know, everybody has their natural odor. So as a person, you need to know what cologne works well for you.
Right.
There's some people, like I like French perfumes. When I wear my perfume, I'm sure you guys have always said, "Oh my God, that smells so good."
Yeah.
I do it deliberate because it's it's attractive for men.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I say funky, I'm saying about your body odor. When you're walking in the hallway, people can actually smell you. They're like, "Oh my God, Irene passed through here."
That's nice.
Something like that.
That's beautiful.
Not the onion. No.
Where does the onion smell come from?
It smells terrible, especially in the
Coming
armpits.
from armpits or
I think
somewhere else?
armpits. Most of the people who have armpit odor, they have the same
Private parts.
kind of.
What?
I don't know about that one because I need to go and investigate first. So I'm not going to talk about that. I just know musty in the armpit and body odor. That's it. For now, for me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
That is nice.
Bad breath. Bad feet.
Yeah.
Just dumb. Just is a turn off.
When you say
cannot-
bad feet,
Bad
can
feet,
you-
What kind? Yeah.
Stinky feet.
like socks, like you're
Socks.
wearing the same socks without
Stinky
changing.
feet, bad breath, clothes smelling like you have not washed them in a while. And then if you cannot hold an intelligent conversation,
Yeah.
for me that's just a turn
It's a
off.
turn off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think intelligence is a relative term, right?
Yeah. Very important,
It depends on what captures your interest.
Right.
Someone may be intelligent in stock market affairs, and if that doesn't capture your interest, then it's going to be a boring conversation. So I think it depends on what really you're interested in when it comes to conversations.
That is good, but for me, my ideal man, he has to be a little taller than me. At least you have to be handsome and you have to be clean, because I am. I try. Because I want to feel good. So when I'm walking with you, I should like, okay, that's my man. And smelling good, like they say, the girls are just saying, smelling good is one of the best things. Because you want a man just like holding you, like, I just want to kiss you, I want to just cuddle with you. You know, like when you give a man like the one that you're thinking of it or whatever that is, you just like give a hug and just like they smell good. You're like, I just want to snuggle you over there. So like the ideal man should have all that, and then the ideal man should be the man like we think about future with. Because remember, if you have children, or just like maybe a single person, you want to know a man, like, what is, like, when you find a guy, ask him, what does your 3 years from now look like?
Right.
Then you kind of know what you're looking for. Because I refuse to find a man who say, oh, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. No, dear. Then you got to go, because really the ideal man should have a future. I don't know what you're doing, but you should be able to believe in yourself, and then things will work well.
Yeah.
I think that's my idea.
You raise a good point, Winnie. You know, when you talk about does he want children, or if you're of the age, like a dating age, and you're thinking about having kids, you know, my grandma used to say, make sure you look at the genetics. Imbuto. You know, imbuto shidishaya ni you know, she used to say in Lamba, she said, mweleo na ole mbuto. Kulele tabantu aberemoneka fimbi. So it's like, don't spoil the breed by bringing a man that looks any kind of way. Then you have kids, and so I know, you know, looks are not everything, but whatever is attractive to you, right? That's what your ideal man should be, physically. But then let's look at the inside. Right? Yeah. I think for me, an ideal man is one who is like you, Winnie. I love a man that's taller than me.
Yeah, because we're tall, remember?
Like taller than me, you know. And I love a man who is enterprising, but he's also good with his hands. You know, like somebody who can.
Depending on what? Good with his hands.
With his hands.
Where? Yeah. Good with his hands on you.
Where?
Exactly.
Where?
Where?
No, that too. In this case, I was referring to good with your hands around the house.
Okay.
Right? If I need something done, I shouldn't have to call a handyman all the time.
Right.
You know, that's my ideal man. Like, hey, we have a broken cabinet. He fixes it. We have this. That's what I mean, right? Yeah, and a man should be a provider.
That's right, yeah.
I have a question.
Take you out and pick up the tab.
I have a question, ladies. Can any of you ladies date a man who's not working? Wait. He's not working, but there's potential.
Of course.
Can I be the first one? Can the first one be answered?
You all
in the past.
You all have to have. You don't have to have the same answers, because obviously everybody's thinking is different.
But you know what? Like,
what's your take to it? And then we'll go to Priska. Then Nell can tell me.
I think a man, when I find a man and he doesn't have a job, but there's a potential of him working, but that particular time it doesn't depend on me, that's fine. Because you know what? In life, there's things happen. Like we had pandemic. People losing jobs, but if you love this man and there's a potential that there's future, you would sit down and consider. But you just don't want to be able to date a man who does not have a job at all, because you don't want to take care of a man. Like seriously, women, we need to stop like taking care of a man. Like if you don't have a job, I don't want you. But if you have a job and I know you're gonna go look for another,
so which one is which? Would you not want you?
What if the job ends when you're with him already?
No, I don't mind, because I know this man of mine is gonna go and get another job tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes, that I'm okay.
So your answer is you would.
I would.
If you met him and he doesn't have a job, that was a question.
Yeah.
I would.
Hi, Winnie, I like you, but I'm not working right now.
I'm fine, because I know you've told me you're going to find a job.
Yeah. But do you give them a window of how long?
No, because I know. Because remember, as we talk, as I date, I'm going to have to find out how long have you been without a job. Okay. Have you been working? What happened? How did you lose the job? Okay. So you have to find out all those things in order for you to date that kind of guy. Because I just don't want you to date me and like, you haven't been working for the past 2 years. And then there's another 3rd year. And then you don't know what you're going to do. What's your future plan? I don't know. God will provide. Hey, Chineke, God does provide, but you need to find the way to get out and get a job. Yeah.
All right, so Miss Priska, what's your take to that?
I would date a man who doesn't have a job, as long as there's potential. What I will also do is I will help empower you.
Yeah.
So for me, is a relationship. In the past, our parents, men worked, women stayed home and cleaned, but these days women work too.
Yes.
So if you don't have a job, what happened? What is the next step? How can I help you? How can I come in? And now when you have a job, I expect you when I don't have a job to support me and give me the same thing. So yes, my answer is I would date somebody who doesn't have a job.
That's very good. Miss Nelly?
Yeah, very interesting. So when we talk about dating, it's different from marriage, right? And I think this is going to lead into the next topic. Like, would you stay with a spouse who doesn't have a job? You're already married and everything, but let me backtrack a little bit, because I think we have viewers who fall into that category, right? So, would I date a man who does not have a job? Yes, I would consider it. But like Winnie said, I would look at how long have you been unemployed. And then let's talk about your future. What are you planning to do? Why are you in this space right now? And if it's something that I can help with, right? To say, hey, I'm looking for a job, I've applied here and there. Someone who comes with a plan to say, this is what I've done, but it's just not working out. I can come in and say, hey, I can help you. I'm a very enterprising woman.
Right.
I'm an entrepreneur. Matter of fact, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've done so many different things out there, including selling cars. But I would help, I would help, but I can only do so for so long. We have to have a time limit.
Yep.
Yeah, within 6 months, if I see that you're not making efforts, if you're just staying home and lounging in PJs and
playing video games.
No, that's not going to work. That's a no-no.
Yeah. All right. That was very, very nice. Now I'll switch it to me. Can I date somebody who's not working? I'm a single mom. So I think that's one of the things that I have to look at in a man. Because I'm very independent. I've been doing things on my own. So I don't think I have time to start babying somebody who's actually trying to get a job.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't expect you to come in my life and take over my bills or any of the things that you're supposed to. I know you have needs, you have responsibilities as well. So I think I will respect you more if you come in, even if you're making less money than me. Then I can work way up and help you out and say, hey, my boss is looking for somebody who can do ABCD and I know you're very handy. Then we can work together. But I don't think I can pick up somebody who's literally not working and I start trying to find out how long he's been not working. No, that's not my job. That's just me.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Okay, we're going to take a little break and then we'll come back because this story is very juicy.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
All right.
These young ladies here have said beautiful things about themselves and the man that they would love to be with, but we want to know, the viewers out there, do you agree that a man has to smell good in order for you to be attracted to them? There's some men who don't think they have to put on cologne because it doesn't matter. Is it appropriate for the woman to tell the man that, you know what, you smell funky? Can you buy some cologne? You don't have to buy expensive one. Or do we have to buy the cologne and just make a statement? What do you think?
we think before we go any further, what is your ideal man? You asked us that question.
I'm sure no
But
the
you
way
don't
Landa.
answer.
Maybe it's a secret.
No.
How can it be a secret?
It
Yes,
is.
life, woman.
No, it's okay. My dear man, I think I'm a family person, so I want somebody. Of course, the smelling good is number one. I told you, smelling good leads to good sex.
Okay.
I said it. I'm gonna say it again. It's out there. But I think for me, an ideal man has to be a family man, a God-fearing man. You don't have to be like a president of some company, a corporate company. I think just be comfortable with yourself, and let's work together and build us together. If you bring something to the table and tell me this is what I can do, but I just don't know how to go about it, I'll use my own resources and build you, because women, we are the pillar of a house.
That's right.
They say behind a successful man,
There's the successful
there
woman.
is
There's
a strong woman.
Yes, that's very true.
So we build and they sow.
Yeah.
That's what we do. So I think that's an ideal man for me. Smelling good, number one.
Good one.
That's a good one. That's a good
So
one.
now going forward, I think since we've talked about this, I wanted to say something about a man in general.
Okay.
What do you think about a man who cooks, who likes to be in the kitchen and tells you to just go and sit down? I know it's a good thing, but do you feel intimidated by that, or it's a plus for you?
Should I go?
I'll start with Miss Winnie.
If you cook for me, damn, I'm gonna love it.
That's it. But
I'm gonna yeah, why not? Listen, because I spent the whole entire time cooking during Monday to Friday. So if we can just say, babe, I'm gonna cook for you guys, you and the kids, you just sit down and relax. It's just so sexy, and it just makes you feel like, wow, my man is cooking. You don't have to really cook every day, but if you cook every day, it's your thing, it's fine, but just don't ever complain. If you love to cook, oh yes, you're welcome. But I don't mind day and then cooking. It's just amazing. And mine who cleans and cook, for me, it's just like heaven on earth.
All right,
I love that.
Miss Priska, what do you think about this? What's your take? Does Vincent cook?
I love it. I love a man that cooks. My husband cooks all the time. As a matter of fact, he's a better cook than I am. I clean better and he cooks better. But there's some dishes that I cook, like your mulembo. You always tell me, you cook mulembo because of the kabino. Like my rice sucks. He cannot. He cooks rice better than I do. Even if tumbua, he makes better tumbua than I do, and I love it.
Like my dad.
Yeah, the thing with him is, when I'm working, I'm doing something, it's like, it's okay, I'll cook. It's okay, I'll cook. So
That's
with that,
nice.
for me,
You work-
I love it.
All right, that's a very good answer, because at least you know it's partnership.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
You cook some things better than he does.
yeah.
But my question to you, Miss Nelly, just not you as like your husband is doing this, just a scenario. We're just, we're acting here. What if you are a very good cook, okay? And then your husband likes to be in the kitchen, like rubbing shoulders with you all the time. Do you feel intimidated, or you enjoy doing it together?
So, interestingly, in my household, my husband cooks, but even though he knows how to cook, he's kind of spoiled. He prefers that I cook.
Okay.
But when it comes to certain special occasions like Christmas, Thanksgiving, we always cook together. So we clear, and then my mother-in-law, who lives with us, is always in the kitchen cooking and wiping. If you're drinking tea, coffee,
She's wiping.
you leave it halfway, she's gonna take it,
throw
wash
it.
the cup, put it away, and you'll be like, "Where's my tea?"
That's me.
it takes me the whole day to drink a cup of
That's
tea.
me.
I'm very slow. I'm very, very slow when it comes to drinking tea or coffee. But for some reason, when it comes to alcohol, I don't lose my glass. But so we have to tell her, Ma, can you please leave the kitchen now? Because you bring out something to cut, she's gonna come clear it away, and it's just chaotic. So it's like, okay, leave us. And then sometimes, even though we're cooking together, we have certain dishes that he'll let me do the seasoning, for example. Like the meats, I'll marinate everything, and then he'll come in and he'll start maybe grilling, or if it's the turkey, put it in the oven. So it's a kind of a tag team.
Right.
And to that point, I also want to add, I have friends, we talk about how women, we don't want to be just thought of as being in the kitchen and taking care of children, right? This is the 21st century.
Yeah.
Right? So we are out there, we are making the money too, right? We're making the dough, we're working just as hard as the men are working in our lives. And so what if you have a man who is a better homemaker than you, the woman, and you have maybe young children that need taken care of, and your career is at the point where you're like, I can't retire now, and I'm making more money. You make that executive decision as a couple to say, you know what, if your husband is comfortable, he can stay home and be the homemaker. He can be the house daddy. But the house husband.
Is that acceptable in an African culture?
Yeah, in our culture.
Zambian culture, to be
well, maybe Zambian, but here in the United States, I know families that are thriving that way. And I personally, I think that I would be okay with it. I would be okay with it if I was making enough for all of us, for both of us. I would be okay if it's like, hey, I'll cook, clean,
Winnie,
whatever.
do you think you can do that?
I think I can. Because if I'm making money and then you're home helping out, because remember, it's a team. If you can let me stay home and take care of the family, I can do the same thing to you. And if at that point, like she was saying that she's making more money, she's at the peak of her career, and then if she's at the peak,
it's not
you got money. No, you got money. I'm not working. I'm not working anymore, Nelly. You got money right now.
Hypothetically. Don't quit your job, baby.
So if her husband, if she's at the peak of her career, and then her husband is not, like he's making, for example, if her husband is making less than, I would say maybe 20,000, right? And she's making maybe, I'll just give an example, 40,000. What's the point?
Like 200,000, girl.
Okay, 200,000.
Don't quit a job at 40,000.
Some lifestyles.
No, but
okay.
No,
and then when you have those kind of things, you have to take the kids to school. You have to have a driver. You have to have a nanny. You have to have all that stuff.
In America, driver nanny.
But when you make that decision, you guys, when you make that decision of you are the one working, you're the provider, and your spouse is a homemaker, you have to have a thick skin, because people are going to bash you. Because they don't know what you guys talked about in the house. You made that decision as a family. The first thing they're going to say, sorry, let me just translate that. That woman, she's just showing off, her husband doesn't even work.
That's
meanwhile,
why
yes.
Is that acceptable in the Zambian culture?
And this is when it comes in, when you're married, it becomes about two people, and they said it from the beginning. When you get married, those vows are very important. So you come to that extent where if
yes.
And then the other thing that I see in our culture, disrespect. Because when women, we work, that's the other thing. It doesn't matter what we do, we just loses it. We feel like, oh, I got it.
Well,
you don't even work.
Is it telebomba or is a home?
No, it's a home dad. You've discussed about it, but when you come from work and then you start intimidating him,
then
it becomes
at
a
that
problem.
Point, now we should discuss. It's just like us for Banakash to the Kalapanga that we raise kids and whatever. So there's a difference with what she's saying and what she's saying.
Right.
Is if a husband is a stay-home dad, he's raising the kids.
Stay-home dad.
You as a woman, you're working, vice versa.
Provider.
Women, we stay at home. The men work. So is that acceptable in our culture right now?
I don't think in our Zambian culture acceptable. You know what? Yes.
Let me say it nicely in Bemba. Ati kumwaba ule mwame bali mulisha mwana wantu. Our family, they've done voodoo on that. Because the reason why she doesn't even see the husband is not working. She's the one providing. They'll figure it out how to end your marriage.
I know.
Trust me, because it's very hard for our African parents to accept that.
You know what?
I that question to our viewers.
Our viewers can go in our comments. Make sure that you check our Instagram page. It's INSAKA Talk Show. Facebook, we're INSAKA Talk Show. And any questions that you ask us, we will find a way of answering. But in the meantime, we are having a good time, and we hope that you guys are actually listening and having a good time as we are. And we'll get back to you very soon. We are about to go on a break.
Kila muntu azanikonda patiently Niziva ni malumana Patinisa kila muntu azanikonda mweniri Love me on my way Never run away Love me on my way Never run away Nifuna betafu Onikonda olo nikanoka No judging me Mulivonse loving me Ama karipa nikaluvyaja Batilavu simatengana Ama popota nikangala moko Kuchipinda gajua kwa makoloko Chipunde sana mbuzi kondela Uniuza mboko kondela Nikuuza monirela Chikoni nijane kuri muendela Niziva sinili perfecti Oh no Patinisa kila muntu azanikonda patiently Niziva ni malumana Patinisa kila muntu azanikonda mweniri Love me on my way Never run away Love me on my way Never run away Bali muntu Pamangala vochitika vintu The things we do Vina baba chabe bantu So nisakira Wakwata patience So nisakira Wakwata linyensi Kozi pamozi Chipunde sana mozi kondera Uniuza mboko kondera Nikuuza monirera Chikoni nijane kuri muendera Niziva sinili perfecti Oh no Patinisa kila muntu azanikonda patiently Niziva ni malumana Patinisa kila muntu azanikonda mweniri Love me on my way Never run away Love me on my way Never run away
year back, we were talking about a very, very juicy topic, and I think we all can agree that we had a good time.
We did.
But time is not with us, so we have to wind up this conversation, and we'll probably have it another time if we see that the viewers want us to talk about this again. In the meantime, Miss Nelly, do you have anything to say before we go?
Yeah, we just want to thank our sponsors out there, Modern Homes, as well as Lerato Music. These are our sponsors for today. And as always, if you have any comments, leave them on our page. You can go to Instagram, it's INSAKA Talk Show, or Facebook, INSAKA Talk Show, as well as on our website. So thank you, and hope to see you again. Pansaka.
Thank you.
Thank you.